Welcome to our show.
Yes, Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Please note the fire exits are on the two in the back, two in the front.
Please silence your cell phones and your children. No flash photography during the show, please. Thank you.
shall we do? Deck the halls again?
I think Marley's dead.
How do you know? The sign says Scrooge and Marley. It looks awfully dark and foggy in there.
My father said Marley's been dead 7 years and Scrooge answers to both names sometimes.
Don't say such things. Besides, I see Mr. Scrooge coming down the road. Look there!
Good morning, Mr. Scrooge.
And Mr. Marley.
How dare you call me Mr. Marley? Be on your way and stop cluttering up my doorway. I've got work to do. Sing your silly songs in some other part of the city.
He called our Christmas carol silly songs.
First, give us some coin for the poor. Give us some homes for the hungry. It's Christmas time, you know, Mr. Scrooge.
Christmas time, Christmas time. I have no time for Christmas time. Circle, you're making me dizzy.
First, give us a coin for the poor.
First, let me out and I'll give you absolutely nothing. Nothing, you hear? Now be off, or I'll have you all thrown in jail for trespassing. This is my territory.
What a grouch!
Let's give it to him anyway, shall we?
Give me what? What are you going to give me?
1, 2, 3. Merry Christmas anyway, Mr. Scrooge.
And Mr. Marley!
Bah! And humbug. Cratchit, have you lost your wits?
No, sir, I don't think so, sir. Everything here is in order. Everything in order?
Everything is not in order. Why is that candle lit? Wasting my wax.
I couldn't see too well, sir, and my hands were getting quite cramped from the cold. See, I can't quite straighten out my fingers, sir.
I don't pay you to straighten out your fingers. I pay you to straighten out these accounts. Crooked, crooked, everybody's crooked. Nobody pays their bills. Crooked, the whole world's crooked.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Uncle Ebenezer. God bless you. Merry Christmas to you too, Bob Cratchit. Merry Christmas to the both of you.
Bah and humbug.
Christmas a humbug, Uncle? Surely you don't mean that.
I most certainly do mean that. What right have you to marry? You're poor enough.
What right have you to be grouchy? You're rich enough. Am I right, Bob Cratchit? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
I don't pay you to answer stupid questions.
No, sir. I mean, yes, sir.
Come, Uncle Ebenezer. Don't be cross.
Don't be cross when I live in such a world of fools. Merry Christmas. What's Christmas time but a time for spending money which you haven't got? A time for finding yourself 1 year older and not 1 hour richer than you were last year. If I could work my will, you know what I'd do? You know what I'd do?
No, Uncle, I can't begin to imagine what you would do.
Every idiot who goes about crying Merry Christmas, I'd have them all boiled in their own pudding and buried with a stake of holly through their hearts. That's what I'd do. It's all bah and humbug.
I can't believe my ears. I really came here, Uncle, to ask you to dine with us tomorrow. We have a fine goose to make merry with.
Dine with you? Never. Listen to the silly chatter of your wife? Never. Allow your noisy brats to climb all over me? Never. Now, if you'll be gone, I have work to do. I have a living to make.
Living? Do you call your life living? You might as well be buried with Marley in the tomb. Well, I won't be mad at you, even though you call my dear wife silly and my dear children brats. So I say, Merry Christmas anyway, Uncle Ebenezer.
Good afternoon.
A Merry Christmas to you too, Bob, and to your family.
A Merry Christmas to you too, Fred.
Mr. Cratchit. Merry Christmas, you say. On $50 a week and a wife and 2 daughters and a crippled son.
Here, put me down for $2. I wish I had more. Let's hope Scrooge and Marley there won't freeze you out. Scrooge is in a foul mood, drizzling fog all over his soul.
Oh dear, oh dear. Have we the pleasure of addressing Mr. Marley?
Mr. Marley, my dear ladies, is dead these 7 years. You'll have a long journey to find him.
Then you must be Mr. Scrooge, for you have a kind face.
No, I'm sorry. I'm only the clerk who works here. That's Mr. Scrooge.
Oh, Mr. Scrooge, dear Mr. Scrooge.
We have no doubt, Mr. Scrooge.
Of your liberality.
Will you please do your plucking on some other side of the room?
At this festive season of the year,
It is more than usually desirable
that we make some slight provision for the poor.
who suffer greatly at this time.
Are there no longer any more prisons? No more workhouses? No more factories?
Plenty of prisons,
alas, alas. Why do you ask?
I pay my taxes for prisons. Put all the poor in prison. That's my solution.
I think the man is fooling us. I really don't think he is.
Let's use the direct approach.
Mr. Scrooge!
Oh, you're still here? I thought I made my position perfectly clear.
What shall we put you down for?
Nothing.
Ah, you wish to remain anonymous, kind man?
I wish to be left alone. Since you asked me what is my wish, that is my answer. I don't make idle people marry. I pay my taxes to support prisons and workhouses and welfare.
Some would rather die than be on welfare.
Yes, put me down for nothing. Let them do what they please, but put me down for nothing. Because that's exactly what you'll get from me.
Yes, Mr. Scrooge, we understand. Nothing, nothing.
It's here in the books, nothing flat.
But Merry Christmas anyway, Mr. Scrooge.
Bah! You might wait until the hour struck out. I pay you for the whole hour.
Yes, sir.
I suppose you'll want all day tomorrow?
If it's quite convenient, sir.
It's not quite convenient, sir, and it's not fair. If I deducted $10 from your wages, you complain.
Yes, sir.
But when I pay a day's wages for no work, that's fair too, I suppose.
Christmas comes but once a year, sir.
A poor excuse for picking a man's pocket. Suppose if you must have the whole day, you must have the whole day. Be here all the earlier the next morning.
Yes, sir, I will, sir. Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
Bah! Loud singers.
Mr. Riley's been dead for 7 years now. 7 years ago tonight.
But the sign says Scrooge is Marley.
I guess that really does make me work for a dead man, but it costs money to have the signs painted, so we keep Mr. Riley's name up there.
Well, I say that we give Mr. Marley's ghost a song. 1, 2, 3.
I've double locked every door and window in this place. Besides, who are you? I think I've seen that face somewhere before.
Ask me who I was. I am no more.
Who were you then?
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
I don't believe you. Let me see if you can sit down. You make me nervous rattling those chains.
I can sit down. See, but you still don't believe me. You don't believe I'm here talking to you.
No, I don't. You see, I ate my supper very hurriedly tonight, and that underdone potato gave me indigestion. Yes, that's it.
What's it?
You're my indigestion. You aren't Marley at all. You're just my indigestion. Oh! You howl worse than the wind. Now, if you're really Jacob Marley, then why are you out of your grave?
It is required of every man that the spirit within him walk among his fellow men, if he did not, when living, bring happiness and joy to others.
Happiness and joy, that's all I've heard all day. Now tell me why you wear those chains.
I wear the chains I forged in life. I made them link by link, and every link represents a selfish deed.
Why do you come to me? Couldn't you have walked somewhere else besides here in my home? I don't like ghosts. They upset my stomach.
Come feel the weight I bear. No, Ebenezer, you don't like ghosts. You don't like much of anything. But if you want to be saved from this fate, I've come to warn you.
So you have come out of the grave to preach me a sermon.
I come from the grave this Christmas Eve to try to save you from my fate.
Oh, what's the matter now?
My time, alas, is almost up. But at 1 o'clock, you will meet the ghost of Christmas past. And at 2 o'clock, I will send the ghost of Christmas present. And at 3 o'clock, you will see the ghost of Christmas future.
Ooh, tonight seems to be for me a night of ghosts.
Heed what they say, Ebenezer, and you may be saved from this fate.
Was Marley really here at all? No, it was those potatoes I ate. Now for a good night's rest. Night? Why, if it's already past midnight and ghosts don't lie, then I'll have another visitor within the hour. Door locked. He just cannot be coming through the walls. With ghosts flitting through cracks and crannies by windows and doors, can't save me any. Marley slipped through, and what did I do? Buried my head and stayed in bed, did not even offer a crumb of bread or a hot cup of tea to warm the dead. Such non-substantial living things, these ghosts of bones and thrones and wings. But his chains made of lead, I'm certain of that, would break my back. I'd rather he'd stay buried, and that's a fact. Stay underground and not come back. Oh dear, that's that quarter after the hour. Oh, that's half past. That a quarter to. And if the next bell tolls 2, I'm in for another ghost. Well, well. All's well and no spirit of Christmas present to haunt me.
You knew I was coming.
I hoped you wouldn't, you know. I've already had one visitor tonight. Marley was here all cluttered up in chains.
I know. He has sent me here to take you on a journey.
Not to his grave, I hope.
Not to his grave, nor to your grave yet. We are going to visit your past.
I prefer to stay right here. I've had little sleep this night.
If you do not come with me, you will wear chains heavier than those Marley wears. Here, take my hand.
I've never felt the hand of a spirit before. It doesn't feel as though you were there at all. What strange light is over there?
Look carefully, and I think you'll recognize the place.
Oh, goodness heavens, that's me as a little boy there, spirit. Please, let me talk to myself. I was so very lonely. I do need comforting.
You may speak to no one in your past. That's all over now, but you can look and listen. Perhaps you'll learn a lesson.
Ebenezer, Abby dear, I'm here to take you home.
Oh, Fanny, I was afraid I would spend Christmas at school alone. All the other boys have gone home for the holidays. I don't like this school at all, Fanny. I hate this place.
Father has had a change of heart. But come now, no more boarding school for you. Wait till you see the Goose Mother's boat. This will be a merry, merry Christmas.
And will there be the Christmas pudding and the tree and all the presents?
Yes, yes, pudding and holly and mistletoe and singing.
Hurrah for Christmas! Let's get going.
Dead the holiday bells of holly.
Only I could have talked to Fanny again. She's been dead 20 years now. Dead since her first child was born.
So, she's Fred's mother. The nephew you sent off this afternoon with not one happy Now, do you recognize this place?
Oh, yes, this is where I had my first job.
Yo ho, Ebenezer, Dick!
Oh, that's me. Let me shake hands with myself. I was not a bad-looking young man, was I, Spirit? And that's Dick Wilkins, my pal.
What's the matter, Fezziwig, sir?
Who cares about the books? Books be closed. It's Christmas Eve. Let's have the shutters up before any man can say Jack Robinson.
Jack Robinson.
And my two daughters, beaming and lovable girls, and partners for you, Dick and Ebenezer. Where could you find more beautiful girls? And where's the fiddler? Come strike up a tune. We'll dance till these old floorboards come alive.
Come everyone, there's lots of food.
Cold roast and mince pies, and plenty, and I mean plenty, of beer. Eat up. Tonight is a night of cheer.
I drink to Fezziwig of all men most dear.
He makes life bright with cheer.
I'll drink to that.
We'll drink to anything, Mr. Fezziwig, that's for sure. Let's just hope you will find the door.
See, I know my right hand from my left hand, but I'm left-handed, so what does it matter anyways? Come, dear Mrs. Fezziwig, dance a quick one with me. You'll see how a little beer puts some sparkle in these feet.
Mr. Fezziwig is the most modest and humble of men.
Voice I had in those days.
Listen to yourself talk. Hear what you had to say.
How fortunate are we, Dick, to have such a boss as Fezzi.
A great party, Christmas Day free, and a nice extra sum of money. What more could he give us?
Can you imagine the two of you getting excited over such little things? Christmas Day free. What's so great about that?
You don't understand. Fezziwig made our service light and our toil a pleasure.
What's the matter with you? Something in your eye?
No, not in my eye. Something touched my heart. I was just thinking I would like to say a few words to my clerk about Cratchit.
Remember, Scrooge, what's done is done. No way to turn back time and undo it. But the future is yours. Do not despair. My time is almost up.
Please, Spirit, no more of my past. Please, just take me back to my room. I don't think I can face much more of that. Oh, that's the quarter after the hour. Oh, that's half past. That a 1:45, and if it's a 1:45, then I have a few minutes to myself. Well, where is the spirit of Christmas present? She must be afraid to come in. It's so cold in here. Spirit of Christmas present, I presume?
Yes, Mr. Scrooge. We're going to do a little bit of visiting tonight. First, we're going to a small, 4-roomed house where a clerk lives with his wife, Martha, his oldest daughter, Belinda, and a crippled son, Tiny Tim. And we are going to stand outside and watch and listen.
First, let me wrap myself in my blanket. I've been traveling much this night and I'm cold to the bone.
That blanket might keep your body warm, but that cold heart of yours needs much more than a cover to keep it warm. Touch my robe and we shall be off.
Mother, come see the goose. It's beautiful.
Linda, I can't come right now. Martha's at the door.
Mother, it's so good to get home for Christmas.
Oh, I thought you'd be late for dinner.
Martha, we're having such a feast. The goose is not very big, but beautiful.
Where's Father and Tiny Tim? Oh, Tim's not ill again, I hope.
Tim's doing okay. He needs an operation on that leg, but he can't afford it.
Father's simply back to the church.
He loves the singing and the candles. He even loves to pray. He even prays for that old Scrooge of a boss your father works for. Poor Bob works for practically nothing.
That's me. I know she doesn't like me.
Tell me one good reason why she should.
They're coming now. Hi, Martha, so you can surprise Tim. Where's Martha? Her boss probably wouldn't let her come home for Christmas.
But see, all her friends are here, and she is too. I see her behind the chair.
Hey Tim, how's your leg doing?
It's all right. See, I can make it with a crutch.
So let's all sit down and eat before the goose is cold.
Let me bring in the goose. Look, it's not the biggest goose in town, but it's also nice and very brown.
Let's all thank God, even for our very small feast. Some don't even have that.
Tell me, Spirit, will Tiny Tim be all right? He's been so ill. He seems very frail.
Well, I see a vacant chair next to the chimney corner and a crutch without an owner.
No, he will live.
I'm sorry, Mr. Scrooge. It's not up to me.
I'll give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of our feast.
The founder of the feast indeed. I wish I had him here. I would give him a piece of my mind that would singe that cold heart of his.
My dear, it's Christmas, and remember, the children.
All right, I'll drink his health, but I still say he's an odious, stingy, hard, unfeeling, cranky, scrounging man, and you know it, Robert.
Long life to Ebenezer Scrooge.
No wonder I choked on the wine. His name fills the place with gloom.
I say Merry Christmas to Mr. Scrooge and God bless him.
You're right there, Tiny Tim. Only God bless him.
Look over yonder.
Scrooge missed a good dinner. Very good dinner. It was a great dinner, Molly. Now come, boys, let's open the presents.
Daddy, does he really say Christmas is a lot and humbug?
That's not very nice.
Perhaps he thinks my cooking will poison him.
Scrooge is all right. Don't be too hard on him, Molly.
Does he have loads of money under his bed, Daddy?
He's got loads of money somewhere, and it's not in my pocket.
Doesn't he buy even one little itty-bitty present for anyone?
Come, let's forget about Ebenezer and have our own Christmas home.
Please, Spirit, take me back to my room. No more of my past or present, please. I've learned my lesson. Moneybag Scrooge, that's what they call me. What am I doing standing here in the middle of my room talking to myself? I must be walking in my sleep, I suppose. I must be on another journey. You are the spirit of the future, right? I hope to be a better man than I was before, you know. Do you think it's necessary I get out of bed again? I'm very old. Well, I know this place.
Finally, the old Lord died, he did. And sure you didn't remember either you lie or me as the woman will.
Moneybags, that's what I calls him. When did he die?
Last night, so I heard.
Never said a kind word to me in all my back-aching days of scrubbing his office.
Now this is one funeral that calls for a bit of celebrating.
Let's do our little singing and dancing to send the ogre on his way.
Oh, I imagine he's in a pretty hot place. Quite a change from this cold office.
Are they talking about me, Spirit? Am I dead?
We ain't so much to look at, you'll agree, but we are members of the human race.
No perfume on our person, just good sweat. No fancy hats, no smooth cream on our faces.
Our hands are tough, our teeth decayed. We wear no frilly petticoats with lace.
We ain't quite proper ladies who sip tea the proper English way with proper grace.
We're just old dreary drudges, dearie mine. Our kind will hardly please a royal face.
I think we're lacking something, don't you know? Some savoir faire. Our joints are out of place.
And now we end our journey in a graveyard. Here lies Ebenezer Scrooge, a scrounging man who called Christmas bah and humbug. May he now lie warm and snug with the worms. What am I doing out of bed? But now that I remember, I am dead. Wait a minute. I'm alive. I'm alive, everybody, I'm alive. I say it on my knees, all torment on the trees. I'm alive, everybody. I'm alive. I can breathe both in and out. I can jump up, out and shout. I'm as merry as a boy on a lark. I can smell the holly breeze. Will the sweet joy ever cease? I hear the golden bells as they ring. I say on my knees, all torment on the trees. I'm alive, everybody. I'm alive. I can hear the soft tones in the air. Hear those sweet tones, soft and fair. I can't believe this Scrooge is really me. I say it on my knees, all torment on the trees. I'm alive, everybody. I'm alive. I can't believe this Scrooge is really me. Tell me, children, what day is it?
Why, it's Christmas morning, Mr. Scrooge.
Then I haven't missed it. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save our souls from Satan's power. We have gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Upon his blessed born. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Beautiful, beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Not angry anymore about Christmas?
Me, angry? Never. I'm happy, happy, happy. Now you, boy, you know that butcher shop around the corner?
That's my father's shop. Yeah, sir. I know it.
Is that big goose still there?
Yeah. Nobody wanted to use that, but
No, I do. Will you buy it for me?
yeah.
Oh, and one more thing. Here's some money for you all.
Dare we speak to him? I suppose. It is Christmas Day after all. Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
Merry Christmas, ladies. Aren't you the beautiful women who stopped by my office yesterday? Remember?
Do we remember? How could we forget? We put you down for nothing.
Nothing? Glad.
Well, I've changed my mind.
You can't give less than nothing, sir.
No, but I can give more than nothing. Here, you count it. Give it to your poor. Let's keep them out of those horrid prisons. Oh, one more. There you go.
Thank you, sir. That's very generous, sir.
Please, please.
Here's the goose, Mr. Scrooge.
Here's a tip for you.
A whole dollar? Hurrah for Christmas!
This is 100, little boy. Now, off to deliver this goose to Bob Cratchit. Oh, this is very heavy. Oh, my back.
Mother, Mr. Scrooge's coming down the road. He's carrying something in a basket.
He must have lost his mind. He's never visited us at home before. Bob, let Mr. Scrooge in. I suppose we must.
Welcome, Mr. Scrooge. This is an auto.
Just dropped by to give a little gift.
Looks like your laundry basket's made.
Oh, yes. That's my linen in there. Very dirty. Needs to be washed.
And you expect me to wash on Christmas Day.
Will you stay for dinner, Mr. Scrooge?
Remember, Robert, this is a very small one.
You there, you Tiny Tim. Take a look at my laundry.
Yes, sir. Laundry? Why, it's the biggest goose in the whole world.
The tag says to the cracks, it's from the biggest goose in the whole world.
Oh, Mr. Scrooge, you must stay for dinner. Please do.
No, please, I'm off in a moment to dine with my nephew Fred. But I have one more thing in my pocket here for Tiny Tim. There's a note on it.
I can read what it says. For your operation, to make your bad leg all well. Oh, God bless Scrooge. God bless us everyone.